Hello and welcome to the Thrive video series. This week we're starting with healing, and I'm here with Mary and Lorna, and we're going to go through affirmations.
Thanks, Beck. First of all, we thought we'd better talk about what an affirmation is. So some of you will be very, very familiar with them. They're based on the theory of neuro-linguistic programming, which is, in a kind of a nutshell, is about if you say something repeatedly to yourself and believe it, say it as if it's true, your feelings and your brain will think that it is. It will respond in that way. It's kind of a bit like reverse engineering. An affirmation has to be in the positive. So you have to say I am as well. So I am capable. I am deserving of love. You have to say it as if it's true right now. No maybes and no mights. It's got to be I am whatever it is. So you choose an area or think of an area that you'd like to work on in yourself. You've got to target your affirmation in an area that you want to be better at. And one thing that we recommend to people sometimes to do it is to write it on a piece of paper, your affirmation, once you've decided what it is, or a postcard can work really well too, and put it by your kettle or by your toothbrush at home. And that will remind you to say it to yourself at least twice a day, if not more. And I would say to try and practice this for at least a week, two if you can. And some people use them regularly or all throughout their lives. But to really sort of get some benefit, you need to give it a go for 1 or 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think with affirmations, we all realize that they're not always easy. When I did the Thrive training with Mary, it showed me that I'm really not very good at them. So I've tried to practice them. And I think the first time I've used them to any great effect was when I was thinking about doing an Open University course. And I was dithering about it. And a friend said to me, "You can, you can, you're intelligent enough." So I applied. And then all the way through the course, I kept saying to myself, I am clever enough, I am bright enough, I can, and I will do this. And I did. And it can be really powerful, but it needed that initial confidence from somebody else to tell me that I could. And I think perhaps when we're brought up not to blow your own trumpet or not to self brag, that hold us back in that. So it can be really difficult. It sounds as if it ought to be easy, but yeah, I found it very hard, but it doesn't have to be that. Um, we are allowed to believe in ourselves and to say it. What about you, Beck? What do you think?
Yeah, so I've always loved affirmations in the past, and I'm going to bring in now. I'm going to try to my affirmation image if I can. Oh, there it is. Um, this is something that I made quite a few years ago now, and it hangs up in my living room, and it's got one, two, three, four affirmations there. I don't know if you can see them, so I'll just walk through what they are. They say, I am loved and I am loving. I am healthy. I accept unease and uncertainty. It cannot hurt me. And I am more than capable of achieving my dreams. And I I I think I did this not long after I went through Thrive, and I wrote a list of affirmations and I picked my favourites, and I drew this image and stuck those affirmations on this image, and it's always it was a really nice thing to do as well. It felt a bit self-carey and loving, and I did it with my nan as well. So she picked out the four affirmations that she thought I should encourage in myself more, and um, I really like it, and it's just a nice little reminder um, about being kind to yourself. So
It's
I'm going to
beautiful.
take that away now.
And I think it just demonstrates and shows that we really are allowed to believe in ourselves. And actually, it has some practical uses when you're filling in a CV. That's the one area you have to say what you're good at. And if you don't believe in yourself, how are you going to get somebody else to believe in you? So it's a really practical thing to be able to do. Um, and a way of perhaps exercising it in ourselves is to think how you would talk to somebody else. So if somebody else came to you and said, "Should I apply for this job, or should I do this, or can I do this?" You would say to them, "Yes, you. This is what you're good at. This is what," and you would affirm to them all of those areas that they are good at. So we need to do that perhaps with ourselves, to say, yes, I am, yes, I can, and talk to yourself as you would talk to somebody else. Be kind to yourself. I'm not pretending it's going to be easy, but you do it in little baby steps, so you can start with little things, and then build up to that big thing. But yes, if you don't believe in yourself, and you have to practice that self belief.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point, Lorna, because it's not about looking for reassurance in others, with these affirmations. It's about doing something for yourself and building up that resilience so that you can be that source for your own self confidence in a way. Because
Absolutely.
sometimes if we're constantly looking at other people to build us up or to reaffirm our self-esteem, then we can get ourselves into quite vulnerable positions where um, we find ourselves difficult without it if we can't get that from other people. And sometimes we can do things that we don't want to do or don't like doing in order to get that reassurance from other people. So it is really important, and like Lorna said, it is difficult, but it is important that we can say those kind things to ourselves and be kind to ourselves and build up that resilience within ourselves. Yeah.
It can be a really good tool. And I think, like with all coping mechanisms, the different tools we use, they don't work for everyone. It's finding what works for you personally. But if you haven't tried them, I think they're definitely worth a go. And there is research out there that it shows that they are effective. So, as our challenge for you all at home over the next week, we'd like you to have a go at your own affirmation, to write your own about yourself. To choose an area about yourself you'd like to work on or improve, and make your affirmation the positive of it. So, if it's about that you're not able to do something, say it as if you can. So, I can do whatever it is, or I am capable of doing whatever it is. Um, so, write it on a piece of paper or a postcard, put it by your toothbrush or your kettle, so as you're reminding yourself to do it regularly, and see how you get on. We'd love to hear how you do. So do put in the comments below how you get on, or do write it in our Facebook group how you're getting on, or if you use them already. We'd like to hear what you use and how that works for you. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.